Greetings and salutations, Dota fans. It is I, Badger, back for some more the Lads season number 16 action. Not that you can tell because this lobby is unticketed. We have a reason why, and I'll explain it after I introduce my co-commentator, a man of many titles, 10,000 matchmaking rating, a budding deadlock expert, slayer of the Lisbon Challenge for multiple years. It is our good friend of the channel, Salacious Sea Lion 62, aka Salving 737, aka Strawberry Shark, aka Rook, aka Total Show, aka James, aka Jim. How are you tonight, Jim?
I'm good. I'm a little upset you missed out the title I actually wanted you to go with for today, Badger.
What title do you want me to go with today?
The guy who got you to try pad thai.
That is true. This is I did
That was
try it.
actually that's actually the thing I was most proud of, Badger, but you didn't list it.
My bad,
I
my bad.
I was really confident you would like it and you'd be able to add it to your repertoire.
It's definitely decent. I liked it, but it's more, if I went to this place again, would I definitively get the pad thai? I don't know yet. I want to try still, so we'll have
Yeah.
to see
No,
when
no,
we get there.
Badger, I appreciate that. Usually like the first like 4 or 5 times I go to a restaurant, I try to always order something different, even if I already know what I think, or even if I'm already really confident something will be my favorite. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Um,
That's why I
yeah.
ordered too much food tonight, and I have
Unless you're going to a
leftovers.
really nice place, then you always order the fucking like your favorite thing, cause like, you know what I mean?
And when are you gonna be back as well,
Yeah.
If you're paying that much money. But the reason why the lobby is unticketed is because tonight's Breezy R's Dota somehow uninstalled itself. Now, the how and the why, I don't entirely know. So he is
No, I
literally
think he
installing
factory
Dota.
reset his PC like really recently, and then he had to like install it. Like, you know what I mean? His PC's been having like some crashing problems and stuff.
Thank you for your insight. I actually really appreciate that one, Jim. So,
No problem, Badger. That's
computer
my understanding. Not at 1,000% sure, but I would say that's very close to 99% accuracy.
So computer not work. So we're drafting and then remaking a Breezy R. Only problem is we also have a team incorrectly tagged because Keshi's
But they
the
have a
only.
better name.
I
They are
like.
literally 5 lobsters.
They're not even 5 lobsters. They're 4 lobsters right now. They're not even 5 lobsters, Jim.
Wait, why can't I type in the chat?
I don't know, but
I wanted
uh,
to talk about the lobsters.
we only have 4 lobsters right now because Keshi is also not here. So to stand in for Keshi, they have Yak standing in for Keshi tonight playing the 4 support. So
Wait, is
yeah,
that Yak or someone named Yaks?
Yaks.
Are you sure?
It's definitely Yaks. It's associate of
Oh,
Fox as far as I know.
Oh no, I thought you okay. Wait, never mind. I thought you were saying that they were yak, and then I was like, huh.
No, no, no.
Yeah, never mind. Ignore my
So
commentary.
somebody else. But yeah, now we've gotten past what is that, like 3.5 minutes of doing intros. We got to our actual draft on hands. Bands Furion, Visage, Marana, Lena, Shaker, Earth Spirit, Rubik, SD, Pudge, Oracle. 8-pick Sand King, 9-pick Ember Spirit. We actually haven't even mentioned this Dire team. They're good, by the way. I guess we do Visage now. Logical, of course, one of North America's, one of North America Dota's premier meme experts, of course, on the cutting edge of memes. He actually changed his team's name to I guess we do Visage now, like day 2 of that being a meme. So he certainly had his pulse on the internet at the time. They've been good this season, but Jim, we may have expected a little more from this team.
Hmm. From which team? Sorry, from Andy's team. Hello.
No, from actually, never mind. I'm spreading
Wait, I thought
misinformation.
Logical's team had like
I'm
only like.
spreading misinformation. I mixed up some of the results.
Oh,
They're
okay. Cause
they're literally 6-0. I was
okay,
spreading
cause I
misinformation.
was like I thought that like I thought the last time I knew their record they had only played 2 series and they were 4-0 against us, right? Wasn't that the case or no? Was that before us?
Yeah, they're just 6-0.
Okay. Wait, no, Badger. Were we their most recent series? Is what I'm asking.
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine then. I was just curious.
That's a good question. I don't know. But I guess they have been as we've expected. Maybe my eye test is just incorrect for whatever reason.
By the way, I'm really curious to see how. I feel like people in lads are like kind of struggle to play against Sand King. Like they don't like they're not good at knowing when they can kill him and when they like can't burst him and like playing around his like spells. I feel like Sand King is really OP in lads. I don't know what the stats say, but that's what it feels like to me. I feel like every time I watch a Sand King in League of Lads, it wins. What are your thoughts on this Badger?
Uh,
Accurate or not accurate?
if you keep talking for the next 20 seconds, all the stats. I'm pulling up the stats right now, Jim.
I don't have 20 seconds more worth of things to say.
All right, so Sand King right now is the second most contested hero in the draft. 75 combined picks and bans, 32 picks, 43 bans. Only behind Lena, if you're curious. He has a 62% win rate in 32 games. That is not only good, but has enough sample size to be considered statistically relevant. So yeah, you were right, Jim.
Woo! Well, I just felt like Badger. We cast a decent amount of lads, and like, I don't think I've seen like Sand King lose. You know what I mean? So
Are you actually? You might be right about that. We've casted a lot of Sand King too.
We have. Okay. Like I'm being honest, I'm playing a Hearthstone background that while the draft goes on, because like, they're gonna have to remake too, and I'm chilling. But if you want to check that out, Badger, listen. I think this might need investigating later. Investigating.
I mean, it's just true. You think about Sand King, right? Tanky hero, hard to remove. And now with the moving Sandstorm, you can't even necessarily remove him from his Sandstorm, and then it's like, all right, cool, we can play Dota 2 for a bit. No, he'll just take the Sandstorm with him, so... I don't know. The items he buys are nice. Like, he can buy the Auras, he buys a Blink Dagger, buys a Bloodstone. Like,
Well,
there's a lot you can do with Sand King.
no, to be clear, I think Sand King is a good hero. I'm not putting him down, but I also just think that like lads, like I feel like lads specifically, it is a hero that core players dominate with. You know what I mean? Like I just feel like it's yeah.
I'm going to affix a shock collar to you. Every single time you say that phrase, I'm going to press the
Fuck.
button, Jim.
I'm working. Listen, Badger.
I need
Okay,
to
I'll
beat
do
it
my
out
best.
of you.
Badger, listen, I'll do my best. All right. I'll work on
Uh,
it.
You know, I actually like the Logical's teams keep picking Wisp. This is like the third different team Logical's been on in which he picks Wisp. And it's been a different Wisp player every time as well. So he is very comfortable with saying, all right, guys, I pick Io, you tether my hero, we win Dota 2. And I think it's good. I think if more people played Io that were sub players, we'd see a lot more of this hero in lads. Because this is a really good lads hero, I think.
Nyx Assassin. Ooh. I like Nyx against Io. Uh, yeah. I mean, this looks like a very solid Sand King or Nyx Assassin game. I just hope that it like does not have a super terrible lane. Like that they're playing this with like a range 3, like the Vengeance 3 or something else.
I think
Like
Fox
Prophet.
enjoys playing. I think Fox enjoys playing Venge 5 though. I think it'll be Venge 5,
No,
Nyx.
no, I do
Nyx
think it
4.
will be Venge 5, but they do need to pick a range 3 with it. Assuming that it's not. Assuming, I mean, it could be the 3. Who knows?
Wait,
Could be.
Does Reed play range 3s? Does Reed play
He
ranged
could play Dark
heroes?
Willow. He could play Dark
Does
Willow.
he play any range? I think
Dark
like
Willow.
Dark
Oh
Willow.
no, Snapfire, Snapfire, Badger, Snapfire.
Oh, it's Snapfire, yeah. I guess that's our 3 then, but it could also be our 1. The whole deflects till 24. Obviously, Andy plays this hero pretty well, so they've got options.
Mm. Oh, Reed can play Veno, sure, for sure as well. I'm actually just really like curious. I'm pretty sure he could play Witch Doctor.
There's no way he's playing Witch Doctor 3. If I will... Okay, I'm not going to threaten to eat a shoe, but I'll be massively shocked.
Okay, okay. Listen. I'm just saying. I'm just talking about the list of ranged heroes that I've seen Reed play. Okay. All right. I'm having some fun, Badger.
I understand. I will say
Um.
though, this is an interesting sort of. I'm not gonna call it a grudge match because I'm pretty sure nobody in this group has grudges. But 4 players in this. Actually, if all the players were here tonight, there would have been 4 players in this lobby that were all part of a team once. Me, Big Dog, Logical, Breezy R, and Cashier all in a team once.
Oh, Badger. I just realized something.
We missed playoffs.
No, Badger. Listen. There are no range strength heroes anymore.
Is Huskar not strength anymore?
Oh no, he is. Fuck. I forgot about Huskar. Never mind. Okay, that's the only one left, I think.
Historically, Huskar and Io, and they moved Io to Universal, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, and then also there was Snapfire when it was like the first like I think it was the first range strength hero they added, right?
I guess, yeah, ever since Huskar and Io came back to Dota 1, obviously. Like,
Yeah,
way
Phoenix was
back.
Phoenix. Oh, Phoenix was strength as well. Yeah, Phoenix was strength. Was Phoenix and Dota one? I assume they were,
I don't
but I don't know.
remember, because if it was, nobody played it.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so, actually, but if Phoenix was, and nobody played it. I know, okay, did Arc Warden come out before or after Phoenix? Arc Warden was the last Dota one here that got ported.
I don't know the order of those things, Badger. I'm sorry. I'm really bad with that.
I'm trying to remember. I think it might have been after, but it's been so long, man. It's hard to remember. Either way, though, Marcy, Luna, Omni-Knight, and Lifestealer banned out, so no unfettered Lifestealer today. Zeus, the 23 pick, and then 24 are we waiting on. I'm actually very curious to see what the Zeus buys. I think it's gonna be logical playing at carry, which I think he's done before with like a Zeus IO pairing. I know Logical has very strong opinions on Zeus item builds, so I don't
Yeah,
quite know
no,
what he'll
I
do,
am
but
aware of the Zeus pause one tech. I think I casted a game with you. Like, I think we casted a game of that together, no?
it might have been like actually it might have been Zeus IO from probably Logical and Yak playing Zeus IO or something like
Or no,
that.
did I might have played against it in like Last Plus or something actually, or in
Maybe,
like
maybe.
I think I might have played against. Fuck, I can't remember.
Get a screenshot of these heroes just in case.
That's a very good idea, Badger. Oh my god, very good idea.
Listen, the people sometimes cannot be trusted, so uh, do me a solid. Remind me to turn captain's mode back off or back on after this game.
Oh yeah, I got you. I got
I
you.
am going to forget. I guarantee
Okay,
you, I'm going to forget.
Badger, I got you. I got you. Don't worry.
I basically never turn it off captain's mode, so yeah, I'm a little bit scared. I'm gonna forget to turn it back on captain's mode. All right, I put the heroes in the chat just so they need a little reminder, you know.
Yes. Good call, Badger.
Ricciar, he's still not in Dota. Jim,
I can go ask for a status update.
go ask. Go into the
Oh yeah, Cat
Discord.
one. I think Andy closed the door on Cat one, and I think she's mad about it, and she's meowing at me very aggressively.
Listen, go to their Discord. Investigate for us.
Okay. I will return.
What video is that being posted in Discord? To all of Roomba's haters. Am I gonna be on this list? Probably. It's a good chance I will be. I'm not even necessarily a hater, but I have said the line "knives in my shroom" but at least 7 times, so it's certainly possible I'll be on this somehow. I think it comes from the good old lads Discord, good old or the lads in-house, I should say. Maybe not, but that's a different issue. I don't know why I put in clips, but at this point, oh, I have a sub. Time Sniper for the sub. You'll hear that in 2 minutes because we're on delay still, but you know, it's good to see. Good to get more subs. We are currently waiting on a remake to get a player into the lobby because Breezy R's computer apparently exploded.
His game is it's validating, so it'll either take like a minute or a longer. Who knows, Badger? It's the Dota validating thing seems to take a random amount of time for me as well. So
I should
yeah.
probably put a little thing on my OBS then saying we're waiting on validation. Let me okay, let me update this.
Yes, got one. Come here. I have to appease her currently, Badger.
Okay, so I have the message on screen. I mean, if I were in a worse mood, I would definitely cut to a break right now, but I'm in a pretty good mood. I'm down to talk to you for a bit, so.
Okay.
Yep.
Badger, Cat one is Badger. I'm trying so hard to keep petting Cat one. Okay, like she was very not happy with Andy for kicking him out.
It's one of those things where, you know, I obviously I talked to both of you a good bit. Andy probably slightly more than you, but both you a lot. And you see this perpetual cat one ping ponging around sometimes, where it's like, hey, I gotta do stuff, get cat one out of my room, but then he goes to the other one of your rooms. But the problem is, what
Yeah.
happens when both of you want to do stuff? In this case,
She just sits in the hallway and meows at the door for a bit, and then she go takes a nap.
the problem is right now though, you were not able to beat cat one to the door, so cat one enters your room and now is of course being a menace.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, she's being very affectionate while I'm petting her and fine, but the like the way she meowed at me, um, in response to like his door being closed was very, like she was not happy. Oh, Badger,
Uh,
I feel like there's a decent chance this cast we're gonna get a cat one on mic. I think it's very very plausible. What do you
okay,
want to do for the odds on it?
I'll say 80% odds. Do you want the yes cat one or no cat? Actually,
Oh,
you can't bet on this because you have a
I have insider info, and I can give you the scoop if you need it.
not only do you have insider info, you could either perhaps encourage the meowing or force cat one out of your room to prevent the meowing. So you cannot bet on this. You would not be allowed to.
No, no, I would never encourage her.
I know you wouldn't, but say you had money on the line, you would encourage it.
Um, mm, it'd have to be like something like $50 plus or something, $100 plus. I really try not to encourage. Like I don't try to. I try really hard not to reward her, like from meowing at me. I actually think she's been getting better about it because I've been very, like,
Very stern, very stern.
yeah. I mean, yeah. But I do think also becoming an indoor cat is like I think she's like bored sometimes, you know.
I mean, this makes sense. I mean, think about being a cat, right? If you're an outdoor cat, you have the whole world to an
She
extent.
spent a lot of years of her life like just like hunting things like all the time, Badger. Badger,
Yeah,
she was a menace.
you
I'm
know,
telling you,
there's a lot to hunt.
yeah.
Squirrels, birds,
Rabbits.
moles, voles, rabbits, chipmunks. I mean, rats even. There's a lot you
So
can
many
do.
birds though, dude. So like so many birds. We have a bird feeder at our house, which is kind of fucked up, Badger, if you think about it, because like some percentage of those birds were coming to their death. You know what I mean? Like,
And
oh,
sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta Sometimes the bird must die.
I mean, way more birds got to eat than got killed. I'm assuming, but there was definitely a lot of them that got killed. There was definitely a lot. Cowan is actually still pretty like agile and athletic, though, for her age.
Yeah, as one does, as one does.
Yeah.
All right, so I think all the settings were correct. I hope they are at least.
God, Badger. Our cats are just kind of genetic freaks.
As one does. That's it's on all pick. Correct sides are on. Surely they'll pick the correct heroes, right? They're gonna pick the right heroes, right, Jim?
Yeah. I think so.
If they don't, I am going to. I'm actually just forfeit them if they got the wrong heroes. So
I have to say silent as like an Andy team supporter, but like Badger, listen, I'd understand, okay?
how do you think the logical carry Zeus build is gonna change? Or will be the exact thing we saw earlier, you know, like the Char, the Gleipnir, that sort of thing. I think it's what he had last time was like Shard, Hurricane Pike, Gleipnir, or something like that, BKB in the build.
Wait, let me try to recall briefly. I'm just thinking about the games matchups, and how the lanes will go and stuff.
I remember I called it like this like super lightning build, which more so than normal
I could
Zeus.
see him going Battle Fury as well. Andy really likes playing like the old school like Blink Dagger like dataless Battle Fury build. So
I was talking about Zeus builds.
oh
I
Zeus.
already know MK's gonna build. It's Monkey King. I mean,
No, not Monkey King Ember, Andy.
he's playing what? So
Huh? Yeah.
Breezy R is playing the Monkey King?
Yes, it's Andy Ember, bro.
Whoa. Whoa.
Badger, okay, Badger. I thought for a second that I was like hallucinating what the heroes were in the game and who you were talking about, but now I just see that you thought that um Breezy was the Ember and Andy was the Monkey, right?
Well, it makes sense because Breezy R, big Ember player. Andy plays a good amount of Monkey King. Ember
Andy
generally
doesn't
a
play
mid
that much
hero.
Monkey King Badger.
He's good at it though.
I don't think he. I think he's like. I think. Eh, he's pretty good at Badger, but I just don't think he would pick it for himself unless he was like actively playing it. I know Andy pretty well, and I don't think he would unless they were literally like the most perfect Monkey King carry game ever, that he would play it. Um,
I'm just a little bit shocked. A slight bit shocked. Breezy R actually skills his stun level on to
unless
grab
Battle
the.
Fury Monkey King is good, because Andy would play Battle Fury Monkey King more so maybe.
You see that play from Breezy? That was a sick play from Breezy. Skills stun,
Oh no, I
free
didn't.
rune. This triple bounty rune for Radiant now. Royal Andy
Awesome.
already in the lead. You see a lot of these MKs in these melee versus melee lanes, like, you know what, I need Jingle level 1 to win the lane. But not Breezy R, he doesn't care. He does his skill stun anyways.
I mean, to be honest, having the stun level 1 is really fine for lane 2. Yeah, because it's still like always a free deny plus range creep if you set it up.
So it is 9:38 Eastern time. It says 0 minutes on the clock of game 1. Big Dave was in chat talking about classic lads. It really is. Because by the time that they hear this, it'll be 9:40 in their time zone, and they'll still be minute 0.
Woo.
That's not a woo, Jim.
Well, I'm trying to be positive, Badger. Okay, Badger, do you think I was having fun waiting for the game?
No, you were not.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna try not to like focus on it at this point, alright? You know.
Okay, that's fine. I easily could though.
I respect if you want to flame them for it. To be clear, okay.
It's not just them though. It's not just them. It's like an endemic problem.
No. To be clear, I do agree with that. Yeah, but Badger, I can always join the admin team if you guys really need me.
Is Andy dead? He's going in the what? Andy has overextended. He's incredibly dead bottom lane.
I was watching mid. I did not think that there would be a first blood, and I don't. Okay.
I was looking at all 3 lanes. Don't worry, I got that camera control on lockdown. Done this enough time, Jim.
No, I just really didn't think that first blood would be bottom lane.
Neither did I, but it happens.
I thought at some point the mids would battle to the death. Because I don't really think Kunkka's really that strong in lane until he has level 2 Tidebringer. It's whatever.
But it's one of those things again. There's definitely a culture of people not showing up on time to Dota. Like, even with Pro Series.
Oh no,
even the pro players were not showing up on time. I mean, most of them were at least.
Badger. Oh, Badger, I know, Badger. Don't worry.
That's money on the line. They're still not showing up on time. Bottom lane Torrent hits Andy Bendy. Snow is low. Andy Bendy, aka Froggy2 Demon Dog, is low. He's fighting to his death once again. Pops the stick. Down goes Jakiro. And there is no trade. Tidebringer on cooldown. Snow does not get the counter kills.
Badger.
Everything
in Dota starts late, bro. Even DPC.
I know.
Like,
I
remember the first ever DPC series where I stood in for a team. Like, I remember that series was starting late, Badger. I thought that was really funny. That they were like DMing me literally like as the series was supposed to be starting to come play. It was actually really funny, Badger.
To be fair though, them beating you was the reason for the delay in that case. They probably expected their player to be there. Like, oh, our player's just not here, I guess.
I don't think because they like kicked their player, Badger. Right?
Oh.
Yeah. Because like that's why it didn't make any sense that they were asking me like at the last second.
Bottom lane, Andy Bendy's manning up again. He now turns to Snow. Snow has Tidebringer in 4. Torrent hits on 2, needs one more hit, finds it on the Ember Spirit, and now, once again, a fight to the death. It's Fox versus Snow. Then stuns up in 3. The Kunkka walks away. This bottom lane is fascinating, Jim. It's 4 kills right in the bottom lane. It's Venge Ember versus Kunkka Jakiro lane.
I want to look at the actual net worth, see how much is being. Oh, okay, so the lane is going slightly in favor of the Ember Spirit. Very slightly though. I think. Wait, let me check again.
You know, one thing I love about Dota, particularly amateur Dota, is you like these like genuine fans in chat. and they're not very numerous, but they do exist. They're just
True.
like they're just glazing up their favorite play. I'm like, yeah, I like this. I like the enthusiasm. You just love to see it. It reminds you a lot of like sports. You know, you go to a sports game. You ever go like an amateur sports game, like a high school like basketball, football game, Jim?
Yeah.
And there's just like dudes in not the chat. They're in the stands, obviously, but they're literally just yelling like, "Yeah, let's go, let's go." I don't know, let's go, Jack. Hit the 2-point shot. They're going. You see a lot in Twitch chat where even sometimes unreasonable comments. It's like, you know what? I appreciate these comments. Keeps things nice and fresh. Bottom lane,
All right.
X-Mark, Torrent, Venge should be A-OK. Those tanking a good bit of the damage. In comes Andy Bendy. The 1-1-1 skill build ready to go. Swipe Shane hits Knives My Coffee. Snow has his spells on cooldown for the time being. Still running forward for perhaps some bit of damage. Both the bottom lane subs are
Monkey
low.
King.
Meanwhile, mid lane, there's a
top.
rotation, top lane correction, back to bottom lane again. It's Fox who goes down. So across the map, it's a 1-for-1. Both teams' 5 supports dying. I didn't see the one top, but you know what? That's Dota 2 for you. Bottom lane, then once again, go with Andy Bendy. I think he might be dead here on Andy. Had the chains, but there's no way out of that one. I have caught 6 of the kills so far. All 6 are bottom lane, so hard to look away. I will say though, I say it every time I cast Breezy R because it happens literally every series, but he is just such a proponent of rotating early on mid. Like a lot of mids, they don't rotate until either level 6 or the minute 6 rune. Breezy R is like, you know what, guys? That's for cowards. I don't need it. He's Monkey King. It's rotating raw, level 5. Like this guy is actually insane.
Well, Monkey King is actually a lot better at it now, Badger. Ever since they added ever since they buffed the tree dance to be 90% health instead of 99. It's given like Monkey King a lot more early mobility to make those like plays around the map.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, bottom lane once again, Andy Bendy's on the run. Jakiro's running forward. Andy Bendy tanks the Tidebringer from Snow. Will now salve up. As it currently stands, Torrent's up in 1 more second. Snow holds it. Now uses it looking for Andy, but misses it. The kill will be secured on Fox. Meanwhile, top lane, there's a dive 2v2. Yax goes down. Reed's on the run, aka Chopper for those who don't know. But because Logical is not 6, that kill is not secure, but in comes Breezy R. Looking for something. Not quite sure what he's looking for, but he wants blood. Only problem is the Dire Heroes have left the building.
Oh, Andy's pretty poor now, actually, Badger.
Yeah, 6th in net worth, closer to Jakiro than his land opponents. That's not what you want to see.
Yeah. Still a decent bit away from his level 6 too. Not even halfway through level 5 yet. I think if he gets this wave solo, then after a creep or 2 on the next wave, he'll have it. Sounds about right, but might get the creeps denied. Oh nope, he's able to walk up.
There's the X mark. Boats. It's available though. Snow kind of lacks the mana right now. You can wand and boat if he wants to choose to do so. Fox stuns the Kunkka. Andy Bendy is incredibly low. But again, never mind. From long range, a level 6 Zeus has been acquired. Breezy R has arrived. The one-man bounce onto Jakiro. Torrent on the floor will end up missing. Boat is on the way. Will hit both. Oh no! Breezy R dodges the damage, but he's still on the run. In comes 6 from the rotation, deeping to the bottom lane to bring down the Monkey King. They'll move to Fox. Fox appears to be incredibly dead. X-Mark will secure her death. 3 kills for I guess we do in Visage now. And they apparently do not need Visage to assume some souls.
That was a good one, Badger.
Thank you.
I like that.
Hope you like that.
I did like that, Badger. I did.
Thank you, thank you. Well, we're not done. Bottom lane, Torrents barely hits Andy Bendy, though at this point Andy is 6. Speaking of 6, there are about 6 heroes of bottom lane. Correction, 6 dog leaves. Now makes it a 5 hero bottom lane situation. 3v2, Radiant have the 3. Chains on 2, Necropire on the floor. Misclick GG from Camel Farmer. Snow ends up going down. Knives is low as well. Camel rotates in. He'll burrow Andy Bendy, but after two of his teammates die, that is a 2-for-1 in favor of Royal Andy, who is not tagged up as Royal Andy.
Although it feels bad that Andy died in the exchange, he did get a kill, and I'm pretty sure that was way more gold favorable. Yeah. If you look at the fight recap, Badger, it was way more gold favorable and XP favorable for Radiant.
No doubt. They had the numbers.
Yeah.
It's pretty good for the SK at least, but other than that, it's not great for Dire. A Fox level 6 right now. This would be so bad for Dire, but instead it's Breezy R, who's tanking a ton of spells. Torrent misses, but it matters not. He gets absolutely blasted by the Kunkka. Nyx Yax has his level 6 ready to go. Impale onto the Jaguro. Andy Bendy once again returns to the bottom lane from his fountain. And now at this point, it's a lot of very low heroes once again. Swap from Fox.
They do have no bows.
Hitting Yax. Yax is low. Ink has to relocate, bring out of the bottom lane. Burrow on 3 from Camel Farmer. It's already 2 more dead. Andy's incredibly low. He'll remnant to the southwest, but Dire pursues. Snow looks for anything, but he's holding right now. He's not going further. He's waiting for the burrow. It's burrow into Torrent, but the Torrent misses. Power shot, but still not going to kill. It's Breezy R who now comes through. Long range ulti brings down 2 from Logical. Now 4 kills for the Dire side. It's absolute chaos once again.
Wait, I'm curious. Do they got 1 kill in lane? I think 3 or 4 of Dog's kills are just from Zeus ultis on bot lane.
Yeah, because the last 2 were obviously
feasting. He is feasting. Dog is feasting. He is very rich.
This is just ideal logical gameplay. He gets the AFK creeps and still get 3 kills.
Yeah, I actually I think the Zeus IO pairing is really neat, by the way. I'm a fan of it. What are your thoughts on the Zeus IO, Badger?
I mean, it makes sense with the sort of modern, I'm just gonna call it a mixed damage Zeus build, where it's mostly obviously magical based damage, but you are doing some right-clicking with the shard, so, you know, IO gives you a lot, gives you the regen, gives you the move speed, it's good stuff there.
Very solid answer, Badger.
Yeah, I think he's both spell amp and attack speed. Yeah, mid lane I saw Burrow on Andy Bendy, but it's a counter spell from Fox! The teammates were ready, and now it's Camel Farmer who gives a lot of golden experience back. What does that fight recap say? Oh, only 600 experience. That's still a decent bit.
Yeah. Andy is going to the Battle Fury, by the way, Badger.
Is that good or bad? You broke it down earlier, but at this stage of the game, what are your thoughts?
I'm a little worried for Radiant getting ran over before the Ember can reach critical mass. I don't think Radiant is so far behind that they can't make a comeback at all, though. But at some point when you have, like, Auras on Kunkka, like, tanky Sand King, IO Zeus with Aegis hitting, like, your base, it's gonna be pretty hard to defend with their heroes.
Yeah, I do see what you mean in that sense. Hopefully, there's just enough farm to avoid that critical mass Dire push when
they do have good heroes to cut waves, but IO and Kunkka.
IO, SK, Kunkka, all very good against that style. And actually, if Logical gets... speaking of Logical, he's going on read right now. It's a 3rd kill across the map. We saw 2 with the Dire side track camp, 1 now top lane. It's more and more kills. And you already have the IO, the SK, and the Kunkka to deal with the split push. If you go in Aghanims on Zeus as well, speaking of Zeus, he's taking a lot of damage. He should end up eventually dying. He will die to the Mind Flare from Yax. And if you have that Nimbus, it's just a little bit more anti-rat gameplay. And obviously we know the Andy Bendy enjoys his rat gameplay, so they will be ready.
Okay. Patrick, Catwoman is here, but I'm petting her. Do not worry.
It's okay. So it's minute 13. Everybody has died at least once thanks to that death top lane from the Zeus. You don't see that all often, actually. Usually at least one dude is still not dead in minute 13, but not this game. Top lane, Snow TP'd him, but Breezy R scouts out thanks to the tree dance. In comes Effie from Camel Farmer, helps the blink in the burrow, hitting it only on 1, but it still should be a dead Monkey King. Zeus only brings him down. Now move over to the Nyx Assassin. Nyx Assassin has no invis. Torrent hits the Venge meanwhile. Venge will get absolutely eviscerated. The move the Nyx Assassin on the west side. Brings the burrow from Camel Farmer. It'll be a 4v1 turning into a 4v0 very rapidly. Triple kill for Logical Dose. And one more win there for, I guess we do Visage now.
Yeah. Just kind of looking on the map. Ra Radiant doesn't really have any core that I feel like is gonna be able to like um propel them back into the game. That's kind of my concern for Radiant, because like Reed will get Maelstrom, and like they don't have a BKB, they have no defensive items. Like yeah, they can't really like own a team fight unless Dire really messes up. RZR will get Orchid, which is gonna be pretty strong, but still gonna be like very susceptible to getting comboed after any one stun. So it's a tough situation to play from. Um, yeah. And then Andy needs a lot more time before he's really useful. They need to really count on outplaying Dire in like some important fight and getting. Oh,
Speaking of outplaying
clean dodge by
bottom
Andy.
lane, what a great
Oh my
dodge from
God.
Andy. It's not easy to do that into the Kunkka, but Bandy Bandy is no ordinary Dota player.
Yeah.
This man, I mean, yeah, obviously you would agree with this.
Oh
'Cause-
well, you know, to be fair, one second, Badger. They
Okay.
do have a Nyx, which is a great mechanism to get back into any game. Nyx is so good at just like finding someone like one-shotting like the Zeus at some random point in the game and just getting like 3 levels and like 2,000 gold. It's a very strong possibility. This has happened to me in lads. I think we did this to some team in lads
Oh,
with
we
our
did,
Tories playing Nyx.
we did. I remember
Yeah.
that game. I think it was Cuz team, right?
I can't recall if that was the same. I know Cuz team we played that one really rat game where like we were down like a million net worth and we were cutting waves for something like 30 minutes or something.
We played 2 rat games that series. Obviously, one was more ratty than the others, but those were
Yeah.
2 rat
That,
games.
that was a pretty fucked up game by us, Badger. We were kind of that
Fucked
game
up
we won.
series by us, bro. It was not okay. Ethically speaking, what we did was not okay. It's banned
Yeah, bro.
in like 120 countries, but
God,
we still did it.
I miss ratting.
What can you do?
I don't know, Badger. That's a great question. We'll have to give it some thought.
uh. Speaking of what can you do, though, what can this Royal Andy side do other than just try to delay for their items? Like, is that all their gameplay is now? Is just get that, Be Fury on the Ember, the BKB on the Wind, that sort of thing? Or is there a play they can make before that to make their game better?
I think they need to do their best to like be sneaky and do some wave shenanigans. And they just need to look for pickoffs, or team fights where the enemies are like diving into your tower, or like just very very blatantly overextending. Those are the positions they want to try and capitalize on, in my opinion.
I agree with that sentiment. The only problem is you're playing into, well, Kunkka. That's one tanky dude. Sand King, that's a tanky dude. And Zeus, who is not only played by Logical, but has an IO backing up. Speaking of top lane, oh no, Reed gets annihilated by the ulti combo from Zeus and Kunkka. That wasn't even close. They'll move to Nyx Assassin. He certainly will die. He'll try to do something. Impaling on 2, but again, there's no way out. Simply death. That's 2 more kills
Breezy
now
gets out,
for I guess you do in Visage now.
Breezy R got out of there.
This is true. He does need to not die anymore.
Yeah. Well, the problem is that like with this item build, Breezy R is not going to be able to farm the woods that fast. Like Primal Spring does an okay job, but it's not great. And they are very far from their BKB. Very far.
He's got his work cut out for him. Acquire the item he needs despite not having to farm.
Andy's hero will farm pretty fast now, by the way, Badger. Andy, it's not like he's playing like a Naga Siren, but like he's gonna be able to farm pretty fast.
Yeah, Ember B Fury, very good at farming, of course.
Old school combo with high mobility and. Oh, he should take those. That's so many lotuses. Oh my god, Andy, please take the triple lotus. I'm gonna cry if he doesn't, Badger.
I'm trying to draw the arrows.
I'm drawing away. I'm looking away from him, so I don't have to like, you know what I mean?
Oh, no, he's going for the stack, I think. He sees the stack. It's good stack. I'm just kill mid lane looking at Andy. Yeah, I'm looking at Andy some more.
Yeah, good call, Badger. Good call.
Someone has to look at Andy, I guess. So.
Yeah.
He's just cutting waves. Maybe not. I thought he was going to cut this bottom. I guess he can go for the camp first, then go cut the wave. You times it right? You time it right? Yeah. Oh no, it's logical and Six Dog. That's not what you want. I think he's dead. He'll attempt the TP.
Oops.
Oh, good TP. So logical had Zeus ulti on cooldown from earlier. Couldn't use the scout out the Ember. As a result, again, it's a good remnant TP. They knew he was doing the sort of play over here, but the burrow blind was off the mark. So there's a good escape there by Andy Bendy.
Yeah, has the Crystalist now.
Oh
just
no,
very
top
slowly
lane.
catching up.
Last time we saw the Zeus ulti, it was used to bring down Reed, and once again, it'll perhaps be used to bring down Reed, and yep, in the fountain, Reed goes down. Logical says, you know
Ooh.
what, there is no escape. You thought you were alive. I say no, you're now dead. Now, Six Dog and Logical return to the bottom lane. Apparently, Burrow wasn't even need to bring down Fox. Double kill for Logical Dotes, and... I mean, they haven't killed Roshan quite yet, but... Well, that might happen after they kill Breezy-R, who's caught in the X-Mark. Triple kill for Logical Dotes. Roshan's still here, but apparently Roshan's just not
Oh,
needed.
and Andy is looking to do some. Oh, never mind. Goes back to his remnant.
Thought about it. Thought against it.
He was discovered by Kunkka. He definitely wanted to cut the wave, and then the possibilities quickly faded away.
It's definitely hard to play this style of Dota when you're behind this much into heroes of this caliber of just ruining your day. And well, speaking of ruining his day, he will be forced to remnant to the T2 tower, though it is better than dying.
Excuse me, Badger. I had to yawn.
I can tell because you yawned and you've opened mic on.
Oh. No, sometimes my microphone doesn't pick up my yawns. So I wasn't aware if that one was picked up.
I've caught a lot of them in my time. There's been some wild ones. There's been some real bad ones in other series. Not this one yet, at least, but... Well, once again, Andy escapes certain death by pressing his spells correctly. Good play by Andy Bendy. This time, though, he'll tank the ice path into the burrow. Zeus ulti is on cooldown, but again, one more remnant away will save Andy Bendy. Only problem is he's only really kind of stopping the bleeding. The wound is not healing. His game is not getting much better.
The outplay potential will be there. Andy is going the Blink Dagger as his next item. Okay? Andy's getting ready to cook. Once he buys the Blink Dagger Badger, that's when you go and dance, okay?
I do agree, but it's gonna require a lot of. I mean, this build, it's high potential, but it's certainly a lot of high variance. Nyx, meanwhile, starts tanking some Zeus spells. He's under a Sentry Ward now. He's under the Cloak of the Grave, brought down by the Zeus ulti. Relocate was used just for, I don't know, just as a security blanket, I suppose. Meanwhile, top lane at the Tri-Campus, Reed is being gone on. Boat wasn't even needed to kill the Windrunner, so it's 2 more kills for I guess we do in Visage now, and they still have not gone Roshan. Apparently Roshan's still not needed. I'll draw some more circles for fun, but it's just not needed apparently. It's a very commanding lead for this this logical led unit who now gets smoked on by Royal Andy. They're smoked up as 3. Monkey, Ember, and the Venge Spirit headed to the bottom lane. As it currently stands, they are off the mark though, so the gank will miss.
Andy has gold for the Blink Dagger, by the way, but is not buying it. I really hope he buys it, although he might choose to go BKB or Daedalus before then. Time will tell.
If we're being technical, you said that when he had 2240 gold, he could not afford the 2250 Blink
yeah.
Dagger, sir.
Gotcha.
For being
Okay,
technical.
sorry, Badger. I'm sorry. Now, Badger, listen up, okay? There is a Philosopher's Stone gap, okay? Radiant has 1 Philosopher's Stone and Dire has 0. This item is OP, okay?
Yeah.
Everyone is always like, why did they change Philosopher's Stone? It literally gives you like 375 gold when it's done. It's so good. It gives you so much gold, Badger.
It does.
And then you just get a tier 3 neutral. That's all you gotta do.
Only problem, she got her revenge to those stones so late that tier 3s will be there before. Oh,
yeah,
no, I missed the
oh,
kill. He was farming it up, but was caught. Imagine
I'm trying
looking
to
at
I'm trying to be
Philistone.
positive for Radiant Badger right now. You know, they're sure they've got
Listen,
enough problems on
I
their own end.
appreciate that, you know, being positive. It's
So, I mean,
certainly.
another way to put it is biased as well. To be fair.
Listen, I mean, you're doing your job. I think in this case, it's for the good of the cast because, you know, it's. Even though it's kind of an over game, it's better to pretend it's not. Shackle misses, Jules comes through. At this point, Shakiro will stay alive. And now. Well, they'll orchid up the Venge, who has the Shadow Amulet, but that does not matter. Over to the jungle, it's Nyx, who's been gone on by Camel Farmer. He'll attempt to impale and run away, but there is no running from certain death in this case. X marked back, double kill once again for Logical Dote, who's 15, 1, and 5. He has more kills than the entire Radiant team combined right now, and usually that's a bad sign for winning Dota 2 games.
Yeah, it's not a great sign, Badger. It's not necessarily the sign you want if you're Radiant.
No.
I'm trying to, you know, think of ways that they can very reasonably get back into this, but it's a rather tough game, you know. Dota just goes that way sometimes.
I just don't know if there is a reasonable way. I mean, there's ways, but I just don't think they're reasonable.
Okay, that's fair.
Thing is, I mean, again, even at the highest level of Pro Dota, unreasonable things happen sometimes. So you never know. Bottom lane.
No, that's actually that's very true.
Ember's
That's
very
true.
dead, but you know there is still hope. But what does Dota Plus think? Fox is, I'm pretty sure, dead. By the way, eventually to Camel Farmer. Though Camel is very alone. It gets now his backup. Impale, Mind Flare, Dagon. They've killed somebody. They've killed somebody.
Woo!
Only problem is Breeziar is very dead. Top lane.
It's still. I think it's still gonna be a gold EXP win for Radiant. They're so far behind that trading 1 for 2 is probably worth it.
All right. I want you to guess. When is before that last kill we just watched? When is the last time the Radiant got a kill?
Ooh, maybe like minute 15.
Earlier than that, around minute 13.
Ooh, that's tough. That is
Remember that kill on Logical earlier, his first and only death of the game by the top tower? That was
Yeah.
their last kill before that.
Oh, shit.
I mean,
Yeah, it's been a while.
At least they got another kill. You know, they got another kill.
The game's duration doubled in the time it took for them to get a kill. If you think of it that way.
That's why I was like, huh, they haven't gotten one of these in a while, have they?
Yeah.
I was right, they hadn't. I mean,
Sometimes you don't want to be right in life, Badger. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, for being technical, the correct analysis would just be this game's kind of over. I mean, Dota Plus actually gives Radiant a 5% chance somehow still. But, you know, sometimes games that are over are still lost.
They do have heroes who could pop off, to be fair.
They do,
like,
they do.
like, if they ever dive too far and Reed gets, like, 4 kills, Reed could just buy, like, a Daedalus, an Agadin or something, and turn into a 1v9 machine. Andy could pop off, and he could buy a Rapier. And we all know that Andy is really willing to buy a Rapier.
Oh, of course. And I think he should this game.
Yeah. He The problem is I don't think he can go it after Daedalus. I think he needs BKB first, maybe. He needs something first.
We'll see how the game's going. I mean, if the game is not completely getting bowled over, then maybe. But I feel like if the game's getting bowled over hard enough, he won't attempt to buy either BKB or Rapier at that point. Because again, we're now seeing Roshan die topside. Logical's got 2 lives. This is probably the point where Dire at least attempt high ground, right? And look at the net worth on
Yeah,
Zeus.
I'm actually. Yeah.
Look at his net worth, Jim. Look at how large it is.
Listen, I see. We've glazed Dog a lot of times on this cast. Dog is a very good player, okay? You know, like.
Listen, they can say we're glazing, but...
Dog got a very good lead with some good ultimates early on, and Dog farmed like a perfect.
They got the Kunkka. They got the Kunkka. They got the Kunkka. They got another kill. They've tipped him. Orchid onto the Venge. Dire then it's Burrow on 2. Into the Ice Tap. Into the Zeus ulti. It's an absolute disaster. Breeziar stuns 3. Venge buys back. They're desperate. Radiant trying to win the fight right here, right now. Knife McCoffey's up. It's difficult once again for Logical Dota 2. Andy Bendy is forced to run away. And Fox, who bumping into the fight, has been detected and brought down. Now 4 kills for the side of the Dire. Only 2 in return for Royal Andy. And Logical is still here to fight. The D-Horde comes out. Both Reed and Andy play outside their base. Burrow hits the Windrunner. The Camel Farmer has no backup. Correction, relocate brings the backup. They were going to bring down Reed.
relocate.
One more kill for Logical, though. 4 kills now for the Zeus in that team fight. That's a 5 for 2, a buyback loss, and we still have the Aegis for Logical Dotes.
That was a really good relocate by 6 dog. That was really good.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Just to be clear, if I call you,
You know, if people are accusing us of glazing Logical, I think it just, especially at the lads level, I don't think it's a very smart statement. Here's why. It's like saying, oh, wow, you're glazing Tom Brady for being good at football, or you're glazing LeBron James for being good at basketball. Like, of course, because they're good. It's not glazing if they're actually good, right? It's just, like, accurately reporting the information. Like, you look at the scoreboard. He's got 22 kills. That's 10 more than the Radiant team. This is Logical Dote over here. This man has won so much money from Lads Plus, he has to put out his tax forms. Ice Bath hits the Ember. Goodbye, Andy Bendy.
just to be clear, if I
That's kind of the line, right? If it's enough income to be reportable on tax forms, that's how you know. It's like, all right, guys, this guy's good at Dota.
Yeah, I'll have to think about it, but like, it's probably a lot of like really tiny, small random tournaments that you can. I don't know actually. I'm gonna have to consider this Badger.
I think
Yeah,
longtime viewers.
Dog is very good. People gotta put respect on. Catwin, I'm ready. I'll pet you. Come back.
I cat one. I think longtime viewers of the channel know my opinions on Logical Dota 2. I mean, he's been around this channel enough times as a co-commentator.
Yeah.
Big fan. But ultimately, it is what it is. At this point, the game is it's where it is. The mid T3 goes down. Breezy R stuns 2, dodges the Burrow Strike and kill a farmer. Bloodthorn's there on Nyx to prevent the impale, but again, both teams throw out some stuff. Nothing dies but the buildings, and the buildings are not having fun right now. Ranger Axe are dead. Melees aren't too far behind. Swab from Fox. This could be the play. Problem is they just can't lock down Logical on the tier 4s. Impale's there on 3. Fantastic from Yags. In comes Wukong's command from Breezy R, the BKB on top. Puts a counter boat from Snow. In come the boats. Breezy R's dropping. He's dropping. He'll now Lotus to stay alive. Gets limited as well by Fox. But it's an epicenter from Camel Farm looking for the Blink Burrow. After that, Blink Burrow now hits the Monkey King. He'll get E-bladed by an ally, but it'll matter not. One more double kill from Logical Dota 2. The trade is for Camel Farmer, but again, they're diving the tier 4. Ice Path hits 2. Triple kill for Logical Dota 2. He'll move the Emissary. Emissary goes out into the Rampage for Logical Dota 2. And it's a GG call. An absolute slaughter in favor of I guess you do Visage now. He's out of tips.
Shit.
What can you do? You win some, you lose some, right?
True. Badger, change to captain's mode.
Thank you. Of course, as the
That's what you paid me the big bucks for, right, guys? Don't forget to Twitch Prime to Badger. It's September, and I need the anti-An's pretzels. That's all.
This is true, but yeah, I mean,
What's the password?
It's just lads, all caps.
Oh, all caps. Oh, maybe you shouldn't have said that. Actually, it doesn't matter because
It's
by the
whatever.
time-
I can just
yeah.
I can just kick into the lobby if I'm not supposed to be here.
I will be right back, Badger. I'm slotted up though, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Alright,
slotted
I'll be
up.
right back.
I guess as the official Royal Andy Caster duo, sometimes you watch your team lose games. And this time, they lost some games. I'm gonna cut this to a break between game 1 and game 2. My name's Badger. I'll be joined by Jim for game number 2 of Royal Andy versus I guess we do Visage now in about, I don't know, about 2 or 3 minutes. Greetings and salutations, Dota fans. It is I, back for game number 2 of I Guess We Doin' Visage Now versus Royal Andy. Once again, much as last game, I'm joined by Strawberry Shark, aka Rook, aka Jim. Game number 1, though, it was an absolute take it to the woodshed sort of moment, beat down in favor of Logical's I Guess We Doin' Visage Now. And as the official Royal Andy commentary duo, it's of course a somber day for us, but there always is game 2 and a chance for Royal Andy to equalize at a 1-1 score. We are, of course, pretty deep into the draft already. Sand King, Io, Visage, Furion, Clockwork, Rubik, Earth Spirit, Shadow Demon, Venge, Omni all banned out. 8-pick Lena, 9 response Pudge, 13-pick Wyvern, 14-pick Tusk. You have the floor, Jim.
Draft's going fast and looking very different from last game. IO banned out, so not gonna happen. Yeah, just things are looking very different. I'm pretty confident this is gonna be Wyvern pause 5. Or actually, wait, no, there are other, maybe Axe plays it too, so it could be 5 or 4, I guess. I'm gonna assume that the Pudge is Reed's. I know Reed really likes to play Pudge, so there's that. I'm assuming that Lena Tusk is actually probably just a safe lane duo. That is a rather strong safe lane duo. Winter Wyvern actually pretty good against it though, so yeah.
Alright, so Kunka's once again picked. This is actually a really disgustingly good draft for this dire side, because you look at these, like the sort of the player hero combos. You have Lena, who's. Is Lena the best hero in Dota right now, Jim?
You could make the case for it, yeah.
So you have Lena, who's maybe the best hero in Dota, played by Logical, who's maybe the best player in the league. And then you have it paired with this six dog Tusk and the Snow Kunkka. This is a really disgusting opening from the dire side. What can you do? If this Radiant side is Pudge though, is this like a Reed core Pudge, or is this a Pudge the Pudge Willow 3/4 flex?
Ooh, I like that. I don't know if that's what it is, but I would like that if that's what it is. Let's see. Are there any predictions I can make about Radiant's next hero?
I'm asking Andy if his
Lifesteal.
4-player.
Nah.
I'm asking Andy if his 4-player plays Pudge. That's important information for us in the casting duo to know if the 4-player plays Pudge. Because if he doesn't play Pudge, then it's basically only a 1/3 flex. But it's
If we don't have that information, Badger, we're just not going to be able to put out like proper quality content.
It's one of those things, though. Usually the press and the teams is some good, back and forth communication, and we are, I guess, the press of lads at this point. We are the press. We get to ask questions. We get access to the players and teams. For now, though, it will be a Primal Beast, which again, we're keeping the flex open. It's probably
I think it's going to be
Breezy
Breezyar's hero, I bet.
I'm gonna say you're probably right, but only probably because Reed also likes this hero, can play it off.
Yeah, but there's already, the thing is, Badger, there's already like a lot of his mid pool, like a lot of his like favorite mid heroes are banned. I think some of them just don't look amazing. I'm pretty confident this is the Breezyar hero. I also don't think Breezyar is a player who wants last pick.
I mean, they gave him last pick last game though, and well, it didn't work, but they gave him last pick, and he won mid though.
Yeah, sure, but I'm just saying I don't think he like specifically ever requests for last pick. I don't think I don't think he does that. So like I'm pretty confident it's the Breezer Primal Beast. It could very well be Reed's, okay? I might end up being wrong, but like I think this makes by far the most sense of like Reed Pudge 3, Dark Willow 4, Wyvern 5, Breezy, Primal Beast.
Hypothetically, though, you see this Timbersaw hero probably going mid, presumably beats the shit out of Primal Beast mid. Sure, Breezyar could just rotate away at minute 4 as he always does on Primal Beast, but you could instead go Pudge carry for Andy, Willow 4, PB3, 24 pick some anti-Timbersaw hero mid. Is it going to happen? I don't know about that one, but I think it's a good idea on paper.
I don't think Timbersaw versus Primal Beast is as bad as it sounds. Like I think it'll be fine for the first like number of levels.
I see.
Because there's no trees to get the extra damage on your Q. Like the Q is still strong against Primal, don't get me wrong. I'm assuming the Timbersaw will win the lane, but I don't actually think it's that bad ever since they moved more of Timbersaw's Q damage to being based on the trees. I could be wrong though. It could honestly go really bad. I'd have to actually watch it play out.
If you really wanted to, buy some ironwood branches, get some, get
Fair
some
enough, fair
Qs
enough.
off. I mean, if you really needed to, the play is there.
I see the potential, Better. I see the potential.
And the kill is worth more than 50 gold, so if you use a branch to get a kill, it's definitely worth it.
Well, I think adding one branch isn't like you can't like put down one branch every single time you use your Q, and like it's just that's not happening.
I'm not saying, but say you're playing PB, you're doing the math, right? It's like, oh, I can tank 2 Qs, therefore I can tank 1 Q. But
Well,
you
he can
can't
tank more than 2 Qs. That's the
I know
thing.
that, but say he's an
Okay.
HP level where he can only tank 2 Qs, but no, he knew he was safe to tank 2. It's like, all right, I can tank 1, we're good to go. Then Timbersaw suddenly has enough damage to kill you with 1 tree boosted Q, 1 normal Q. It's like, oh shit, I've tanked the tree damage. What do I do? What do I do? I got something, but if he has Timber Chain, he chases, gets the kill. That's like 220 gold plus. That's a lot of gold, Jim.
It's very possible, Edger. It could happen. Okay, time will tell though. Time will tell. Oh, sniper. I'm not.
Whoa.
Eh.
That's the character. I mean, wait, is that the support pick then? I don't even know anymore.
Oh, I think it might be sniper pause 4.
I guess it has to be, right? Because there's no way Lena is not going to be carried with logical in the lobby. And Timbersaw Kunkka are kind of hard
Lena
stuck
Tusk
cores.
has to just be better than sniper Tusk too, right? That sounds better. Like Lena. No, that has to be better because Lena. Yeah, I'm pretty confident it's gonna be sniper pause 4 with Kunkka 3. I think putting Lena in the position 4 role sounds really wacky and not good.
I mean, yeah, I agree. But if anyone's going to do that, this guy logical. He is just like 1 week ahead of the meta at all points.
Listen, that's fair, but we'll see, alright? Time will tell. Time will tell, Badger.
Okay, never mind.
Oh,
This time
Ursa.
he's not going to push the meta. It'll be exactly as expected. Reed Pudge 3, Breezy R, PB mid, Willow 4, Wyvern 5, and then again last pick Andy Bendy, Ursa Bear. It'll be a Knives My Coffee support, Sniper, 3 Kunkka, mid Timber, 5 Tusk, and a 1 carry Lena for logical dope. So hopefully Radiance can have a better game because Royal Endy got thoroughly and completely mollywopped game 1, and of course we're hoping not only for a more competitive game but for our boys to have a better game. However, if I guess we do a message now, they 2-0 the series. And they're just definitively the best team in lads at that point, right? There's no way they're not.
Always were, Badger. Always were.
I think the argument was probably there already, but again, 8-0, beating some pretty good teams to get there, it's like, oh, I
They
guess
always were, Badger. They always were.
I guess we do envisage now. I'm trying to think. Well, okay, they beat one game from this team. They beat our team 2-0. They beat Team Rochtimer 2-0. Who's the last team they beat? They beat Absolute Cinema. So I guess before this series, you could have said, you know what, maybe the matchup spread's a little weak, but you beat this team as well. It's like, all right, suddenly you're rolling. If you are just joining us, welcome to game
Sniper has boots and blood grenade. I like it. I'm on it. I'm down with it. I'm down with it.
number 2, Royal Anti versus I guess we do envisage now. My name's Badger. I'm once again joined by Jim, aka Rook, who is indeed breaking down the sniper boots level 1 tech. This is a best of 2 series, so this will be the last of it. It'll either be a 2-0 for logical or a 1-1 if Andy and company can pull off the comeback. Yeah. All right, so let's make a guess. Do you think Breezy R will rotate before or after minute 4? Was it minute 4, 15 seconds? You think he'll rotate first before or after that?
Before what timer? Sorry.
4:15 on the clock.
30
seconds to battle.
After.
Go before. I think he's really close to. I think he's gonna go for the minute 4 water rune, and then immediately run to a side lane, which is gonna be really close to 415. It's pretty ZR. I mean, come on, he's gonna. You know he's gonna do it. you already know. He reminds me a bit like the old style of mid where you used to rotate a lot with the runes and stuff.
Oh.
Good hook from Reed. Much like last game, 3 runes for Royal Andy, but hopefully, despite having 3 runes last game, they still got blasted, so hopefully it's not an omen of a repeat disaster class performance from them. We shall see, though. So, Jim.
Yes.
I want you to look at the inventory of Camel Farmer.
Okay.
He has 5... Okay, now he's 4, but he had 5 branches. He might be doing the tech. He certainly has the tools to do
Time will
it.
tell. I think he used the first one for what's that?
For
called?
regen with the Tango, yeah.
Yeah. So that puts the odds lower, Badger, but it's still very possible. He's still got 4 to work with.
You don't need 2 for a wand if he's even buying wands, so it's...
Well, I think he should definitely buy one on Timber, and I
sure
think
he
he's
will, yeah,
I think he is planning on it, to be clear.
I guess that's the fear. That's the fear, is he uses 2 of them for regen, 2 of them for the wand, done for the tree tech. I spent a good minute of airtime talking about the street tech, so it needs to happen. Or else I've wasted the broadcast time.
No, Badger, it's never a waste of the broadcast time.
I would argue it is.
Hmm.
Because it's a limited amount of airtime, and you gotta use it somehow, and you gotta use it wisely. Some commentators better at it than others. Top lane, there's brawling going on. Wild grenade hits, but Yax will barely survive.
Ooh.
Seems like nobody's dead anywhere but couriers. 2 couriers die, 1 mid, 1 bottom.
There was some war being done mid as well, but nothing substantial came out of it.
Did he just... I didn't watch.
Oh.
Did he just dive with onslaught, kill a courier? Is that the idea for Breezy?
I don't actually know if he's aiming. That is very possible, Badger. I'm not sure if he was just trying to trade onto him at first and then the courier walked up. It's tough to say.
Ooh, Snow, bottom lane, is in danger. Though not dead, simply damaged. Andy Bendy wanted to demolish, and he's still trying to demolish. He has the Q ready to go. He goes forward, needs one more hit, but no, it's not enough damage. Never mind, it's Fox with the Splinter Blast to secure first blood. His Wyvern Ursa combo bottom lane, it's having a good old time right now.
That it is, Badger. That it is.
And to use all the shrapnels and knives in my coffee. So he's got none of his 3 shrapnels.
This is what are Wyvern? Mighty means they could skill E if they wanted and heal Andy with that too. The base heal is like rather solid now ever since they buffed it like long ago. Pretty good.
I've actually never truly read what Drinking Buddies does. I know it's good, but I should probably read what it actually does. Okay, that seems good. That seems really good, actually.
Yeah, no, it is, Badger. It is good. It is good. Yeah.
There's certain heroes where if I'm not casting them, I just don't think about them. And I feel like most of the Tusks I've casted have gone tag team, despite it not being
Breezyar is walking over to grab this wave and just cut it. This could be the angle for the gank, Badger.
Just take the wave to the water rune, then gank, sort of thing, or top lane.
No, like you farm it here.
They killed Logical.
he's
They've
walking
killed
over
Logical,
the
and they killed Six Dog. People said, you know.
Both. Look, Badger, he's farming both.
Oh, he's stuck.
Oh, maybe.
He's having a fun time. There were 2 kills top lane, but you know what? Breezy R, he's entertaining me right now. He missed the last. Okay, never mind. No, he didn't. I thought it was lasted for a second.
He does miss the water runes, and yeah, I'm not sure how this is panning out. Tough to say.
Bottom lane, Ice Shards are off the mark. Rare mistake on Tusk from Six Dog, and now Andy Bendy might still survive. He's running away, has 11 launch charges. The Blood Grenade is off the mark. Six Dog's still hunting, but at this point, there might be no kill. Fox is juking out with the Arctic Bird. Andy Bendy's still running away right now. Fox is fine, half HP under that tower. Though there are dire creeps tanking the tower, Fox still looks to juke, tanks the Ice Shards from Six Dog. But again, despite 3 versus 2, the 3 could not kill the 2, and both are still in this lane. Andy Bendy returns the lane on low HP even.
Yeah.
Is he safe right now on Andy? I don't think he is.
It's a very slight. It's a very small threshold. He does have 11-1, which is a pretty decently sized wand. I would have liked to see Fox take the Eon level 2 or 3 this game. I think just being able to keep your Ursa infinitely healthy would be really nice.
Here we go, Breeziar rotates bottom lane, the wand from Andy Bendy, and down goes Snow. The trade will be for Andy, but in comes Primal Beast, demolishing knives in my coffee, and now it's Six Dog on the run to the Radiant side Twin Gate. He will get through in time to escape, so end up being a 2-for-1 in favor of Royal Andy.
It's good, Betcher. It's good.
I agree. We're once again fighting in both side lanes. Who dies first appears to be top lane. Both Reed and Six Dog are not very healthy. Bottom lane, the fight has ended. Back to top lane once again. It's actually Camel Farmer who's rotating up to secure these kills. Yax and Reed are both incredibly low. Reed gets demolished, chopped up by the Timber Saw, and now it's Yax on the Dark Willow who will still survive with those 6 stick charges ready for the next fight. Back to bottom lane. It's Snow being run out by Andy Bendy. He sidesteps the Torrent, but the dive will not be complete until Breeziar arrives. He is level 6 on the Primal Beast. He'll pop the shield rune. No onslaught forward, hitting the Kunkka. Now it's time to get pulverized. And Ursa, overpowered, I should say at this point. That's the right terminology, I'm sure, because that is the ability name. It's now a fight for the Wisdom runes. Who gets them? Six Dog versus Jax at 1 rune. Six Dog gets it. Meanwhile, Breeziar gets the other side of the rune. So it's 1 Wisdom rune to both teams. Six Dog TPs. It's canceled with the Bramble Maze of Yax, and now Six Dog will lose his life to a very angry Pudge PB combo. 1 more kill for Breeziar, and it's
Also, +1 stack for Pudge. Cannot forget about the +1 stack for Pudge.
This is true. He's up to 3 stacks of the Flesh Heap.
Yep. Did you know that Brightside innovated the Pudge Wyvern combo?
Did he now?
What?
Did he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Didn't know Greg Dote was responsible for that one. So I'm not too shocked. We get a slight break in the action for the first time. I think all game actually, but maybe not. Overpower, slow Snow. The Splinter Blast is there as well, but now it's Andy Bendy who is in danger. Torrented up but embraced by Fox. It's currently that 3v3 bottom lane. Snowball is there. Now Breeziar turns into a 4v3. He'll attempt the drinking buddies away. Breeziar is now being kited under the dire tier 1 tower. He'll pulverize Camel Farmer, takes way too much Timber Saw base damage. Shrapnel slows. Breeziar has all the spells on cooldown. Now his life will be on cooldown. It's only 1 kill, being that rotating mid lane of Breeziar. But of course, Dire want more. Yax, tanks so much damage from that whirling death. Drinking buddies into Snowball, stuns the Dark Willow. Chain forward by Camel Farmer, shot from secures the last hit. 2 kills so far for, I guess we do in Visage now. And another just team fight for this logical captained unit. But luckily this game, at minute 9, it's still a very even affair.
Yeah. I'm a little worried for Radiant. I think that Timbersaw could pretty easily take over this game for a while and be an absolute menace. Also, Ursa is not very farmed. Ursa's not in a terrible spot, but not a great spot either.
Is he dead? I don't think he's dead.
He has a really big wand too.
And he has used it. Meanwhile, top lane, Logical though fights the 2v2. He's stunned by Yak with a snowball from Six Dog. Logical fights it up. He's running away. Breezyar wants to secure the kill. He'll onslaught forward to secure the last hit on Lena. And now it's Six Dog in the 1v2, getting trampled on and brought down. A double kill for Breezyar. His, I think, 4th rotation of the game now at minute 9. That's classic Breezyar Dota right there. Now bottom lane. Wait, Andy, just level 6! He killed the creep. He was level 5 when the fight began. Got 6. As a result, he had enraged to not die in that fight. If he's still dead, actually. Never mind.
He died, Badger.
If that play worked, that would have been so cool.
Reed!
Bottom lane, Reed! With the hook from medium range. Secures the counter kill at the very least. It's now 4 stacks of flesh heap for Pudge.
Andy had to swim so that Reed can fly.
What? What did you mean by this?
It just sounded like a fun. It was just a fun saying, Badger. All right. Don't read into it too much, guys. Just remember to Twitch Prime. It's September. Thanks.
Camel Farmer just one-shot the Dark Willow, by the way, because you were right. That's one thing you said about a minute and a half ago, is this Timbersaw hero can take over the game, and well, he is indeed taking over the game.
Dog has 2 points on Light Strike Array. I thought everyone maxed his Q. Maybe it was a misclick, or maybe it's just like a 1 point thing. Kind of curious. This is common.
I don't know. I do not know.
It looks like wait, no.
Oh, the hook bottom lane from Reed! Perfect from long range. Still will attempt to survive. It's not going to work, I do not believe. Drinking Buddy Snowball will delay the death, buying time for reinforcements to arrive. Reed still gets the kill. Give him one more flesh heap stack. Six Dog runs away. He'll get brought down. This time, no flesh heap stack for the Pudge, but it's still a double kill for Yax and the Dark Willow and 2 more kills for Royal Andy. Top lane. Breezyar goes in for logical Dota 2. He'll be good at Blade, but there is no more Dota 2 for the Lena for the next 29 seconds. Another great rotation from the Breezer of Breezyar.
Yeah, I'd say things looking good for Radiant. Primal Beast is a really good hero to put some North into. We'll have a really fast BKB and be like unbelievably strong.
Oh no, Timbersaw! Oh no, not Timbersaw! Please save this man! They could not save this man. Fox tried to save, but again, the cast ranges were just too low, and Timbersaw's damage just too high.
My only major concern is that like once Dog is Maelstrom, his hero is gonna be like recovering into the game way faster than Andy. Like Andy will farm really fast with Battle Fury, but he's still a decent bit off actually. He's still like almost 2k off.
This is true.
As opposed to being like 100 off of Maelstrom on Dog. I've not really seen this Light Strike Array max before. I don't really have a strong opinion on this, but I think I usually see people max Dragon Slave just for whatever reason. Farming.
I mean, it's more mana efficient. I guess
It's more mana efficient, more damage. Pretty much the same cooldown.
Level 4, again, level 4 LSA has a 7-second cooldown versus Dragon Slave's 8s. It also has a longer stun. It's a 2.2 second stun. Maybe that 1.2 second stun matters in this game. Logical made the math on this one, like, yeah, guys, we need lockdown. I don't know, but
Fair enough. I do think that Dog probably wants to be farming for a while. Like, he can show up the same way that any carry can show up at the very end to, like, clean up some kills maybe. But they have a lot of heroes who can get on top of Dog, and they don't have that effective save. Like, they have Snowball, but that's pretty bad to some of these heroes.
Breezyard is onslaughted into Timbersaw. Somehow he's not dead. He'll actually instead pulverize the Timbersaw. Terrorize. Gets pump fake now cancelled by Yak. Slamper ulti does not kill Breezyard, but in comes more follow-up. Terrorize on 2. Winter's Curse on 2. Breezyard will have to once again onslaught, this time away. Snowball to the ally creep comes out from Six Dog. Still nobody's dead.
Breezyard does have a regen rune, so gonna be full health in a second.
Is this true?
I think Reed would need to TP down if they had wanted to contest it, but I think it's fine they gave it up. Whatever.
Yeah, I guess if you were Royal Andy, say, you know
Timbers-
what? We didn't lose
I'm-
heroes.
I think Timbersaw definitely should have got a Blink Dagger, by the way. I think Timbersaw's playing this game really well, but I think I think going a Blink Dagger would have been way better.
Oh no, Reed. He chose this fight. Nah, it's not the fight you want to choose. He's dead to 6 logical. So you mentioned you want him to go Blink Dagger, but why in this game would he say, you know what, I want Lotus Orb? Is it like the anti-Pudge, anti-Wyvern tech, or what's the idea behind that one?
I mean, it's good against Pudge, it's good against Wyvern, it's good against Primal Beast, it's good against Dark Willow. It is good, Bachelor. I just think that like you should buy it after you go Blink. I think Blink is really strong this game. I think especially anytime you're like really ahead on Timbersaw, like Blink makes it really easy to farm more efficiently, to get a lot of like pickoffs and snipes because you're just so mobile and you do so much burst to heroes, especially before they get some levels and HP.
Speaking of burst, 3-man smoke gank comes out from, I guess we do in Visage now. They end up popping it on the Dark Willow, not the ideal target for about 2.5 different reasons. And now, oh, I find Reed instead. He will get torrented up and eventually brought down, I am sure. The Terrorize on 2 from the Axe delays the death. Hook will split the wickets, and as a result, it's only 1 kill for Kill Farmer so far. Onslaught forward by Breezy R. Kill Farmer once again, Timber chains away as the BKB pig-pulled Breezy R looking for kills. So pulverize the Timbersaw. They need this kill, and they find the kill. Big counter kill for Royal Andy, and now Pudge is still dead, but you have some means of going forward with the Ursa and the PB, but it seems like our fight's now over.
Andy has gotten his BKB now, so their gold lead is gone, but the Ursa can start to like really snowball into the game.
You mean B Fury, surely?
Yeah, Battle Fury.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know what I said, but I meant Battle Fury.
I heard BKB.
Oh, oops.
Lucky. It could be my ears, but what can you do?
Unfortunately, no ancient stacks for Andy, but Ursa's just gonna farm really fast. Once I get the Blink Dagger, it'll be even better.
Well, once again, the onslaught from Marie VR. They'll go for Tusk, and Tusk will get brought down, but it is counter kill time. Buyback from Tusk, Winter Scourge on 2 from Fox. Kunkka still half HP, Reed's on the run, he'll certainly lose his life. Currently a 1-for-1 trade, but of course, Dire want more. They're hunting, they're searching. Snow is looking for either Fox or Yax. Yax has been found by Campbell Farmer, now 2 kills for the Dire side. And Royal Andy will disengage, saying, you know what, it's 1 and a buyback for 2. Not a terrible trade. Only problem is you still do lose that bottom T1 tower, and as a result, we'll lose a lot of control of your own jungle.
That's true. It was a decent amount of time. Oh, also, Dire is going to lose their tier 1, but it was also just a decent amount of time for Ursa to
And their
farm
sniper
safely.
as well, actually. He just TP'd on in there, and he didn't deny the tower. He didn't deny the tower there.
Yeah. Oh, Andy got the last hit on the tower too. Ooh, he has a Blink Dagger now. His net worth is actually above Dog's now. Andy has gained so much net worth.
Go,
The thing is
Andy.
that Dog seems to be very invested in like being really active in his team's game, but I'm not really. I feel like Dog could spend more time just propelling himself forward. Oh.
Well, Breezy R is having a rough time. Chose not to
He has a
BKB.
BKB. I think he's
He'll
fine.
now BKB. He'll onslaught the stun 2. Gets pulverized in 1. The Guna Blade hits the Pudge. And now
Oh, no.
the pulverized is canceled with a Lotus Orb.
didn't know that.
And at this point, Breezy R is life-neared, rooted on around for the time being. 6 Dog is low. Kill Farmer
Kill
is dead, and so is 6 Dog. So far, Royal Andy, they're sustaining. Yax finally
Oh,
dies,
Reed!
but it's Snow goes down to Reed and Breezy R. Back to the
Look at
mid lane.
Andy.
LSA from Logical. It's Andy, and Andy's blasted by the Lina. And now it's like Leipnir on Wyvern. It's the Winter Skirt's only on 1, and Fox will eventually end up dying to the sniper ulti plus the Lina damage. That'll be a 3-for-3 trade, but Breezy R is still not done. He's hasted and wants Logical. He's got Pulverize in 3. Blink! It's never from Reed. Logical Dota 2 is in the grave, and Breezy R wants 1 more. He wants the full 5-man wipe. He's pulverizing Sniper. There is no running. There is no hiding. There is simply Breezy R. That is the full 5-man wipe in a triumphant team fight win for Royal Andy.
Breezy our Primal Beast. Oh my god.
Oh wait, Camel's alive. Oh no, oh no. Please save him. Yes! What a great Bramble Maze from Biax.
Great play by Axe.
Keeps Breezy R alive. Good fight. Good fight.
Yeah.
I think Royal Andy, honestly, obviously it's very good for them gold wise, very good for them
Dire has
experience
some
wise.
really nice aggressive wards up. Thought I would put that out there. So it's looking good for ooh. And they do have this cliff ward though. Snow pings it out.
This is true.
Oh, Radiant walk through Dire's. Oh, Dire should know that they're all just like stacked here.
Yeah, I
Although it's
saw.
not a bad place to
Yeah.
be stacked if you want to just sit and farm here and protect Andy while he tries to do Roshan on minute 20. So, yeah.
So that is the play they'll be looking for. They do have Ursa. Noted Roshan enthusiast Ursa. And guess who's now coming bottom lane? It's our good friend, Roshan!
True.
Who once again will die. Before that happens, Breezyar's onslaughting forward. BKB pulverizing Sniper. Sniper's already almost dead. And now he is dead. Mars Punch is there, and now it's big pull away from Breezyar. Boat is off the market. It's a hook from Reed! Fine Six Dog! What a play from Reed Dota, and what a bold jump from
This is something
Breezyar.
I love about watching Breezyar play is that he is just willing to BKB for the kill and the support. It's good. Like, you get the kill, it sets up for the next kill, you get some gold. Like, I really like when core players are just like, hey, I don't want you to like combo break me. I'm just gonna use my BKB. I don't care if it goes down to 6 seconds. Yeah. But overall, really well played by Radiant in all regards. They set up on the map really well for this Roshan play. They use their spells well. Yeah.
Yeah, it's your Royal Andy. This is a. I mean, obviously, these 2 fights in a row are good for your game, but I think more than that, it's good for your morale. Because game 1 was a real, sad panda bear sort of game, and this is more like a glad red panda game. It's really good.
Exactly. Also gonna get the Tormentor here. Wyvern Shard is really good.
Wait, did you see that from Andy?
He took the Wisdom, yeah.
So Breezyar dropped his bottle to get it filled, and he's like, "Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm just going to take it anyways." Oh no, the Gleipnir! The LSA! Oh no, what a disaster! Fox and Breezy are already dead. You've lost the Aegis. Bramble Maze hits 2. It's pretty good from Yax, but that's... Oh no, that's not what you needed. I mean, there's a free shard for Pudge, but...
Getting the kill on
no.
Breezyar especially was a lot of gold. He was on a 7 kill streak and it was quite a... Dog made quite a hefty sum there.
I think they, again, that ward is fresh. I think they somehow knew, despite not having direct vision on it. This is good game sense, I guess, to know, like, hey, heroes on map over here. It must be over here if we can get there in time. Free kills, free kills. And, well, that was kind of free kills there for Dog. All right, so we have wait, he's still not going Blink on Timbersaw. He's going for an Aghanim Scepter now. So I have heard the Aghanim Scepter is quite OP on Timbersaw. So I'm sure a very defensible position.
It's really strong. I like it, but I also don't. I don't love it because Ursa is a really good carry buying Nullifier. Like you could see them go BKB Nullifier, and it's pretty normal. Although Andy looks like he's heading towards the Basher instead. But yeah, the Timber Sags definitely is really strong.
You know what I'd like to see for Ursa this game?
What?
Ag Shark.
Gotcha.
He'd be very good this game.
Yeah, no, I mean the Ursa Ag Shard is just really, really good for sure.
It's one of those games too where it's very telegraphed with a lot of these dire disables. Like the animations are so long, you can get the Earthshock off for the Enrage before they come through. I mean, Kunkka obviously the most notable example, but also Sniper, also Lina, also Tusk to an extent. So you have the Shard, and it's just.
I do think Dire.
Nice.
One thing I'm looking at just, I think Dire do want to get some form of healing cut on their team. Like, I don't think there's any way that this game ends like super early, and you're gonna get to a point where there's a lot of healing on Radiant. Yeah.
Again, could we perhaps see a Shivas at some point from somebody to counter that, or?
Yeah, well, I would assume at some point Timber might get it, although time will tell what people actually build. Yeah.
That's true. That is true.
I I think whenever the game is going really slow like this, do you think it's better for Radiant? This looks like looks to me like a really good core Ursa game once you're like Giga slotted out, and he's definitely making his way there.
Well, he's going on in for
jumps on Nice
Sniper
My
right
Coffee.
now, the BKB, but he, despite the enrage,
quite
still
get it,
could not
but-
lock down Sniper. Now, both Breezyar and Andy Bendy are dying, but it's Reed dives even further, finding Logical, and all the saves have been used. All the saves, never mind, there's one more snowball. Dodging Terrorize as well, so still nobody dead. But Logical once again is being gone on by Andy, but sticks on again with the save. Hook from Reed, hits Tusk, still nobody dead, and finally Camel brings down Fox. But it's chaos everywhere. Breezyar's trampling, but a Hurricane Pike away by Logical. Breezyar's still tied. He still wants this kill. He'll Blade Mail. Almost kills Logical the Blade Mail. The hook from Reed by Reed! What a bold, huge dive! It's 4 dead! And now
Reed
Timbersaw,
punch.
the unkillable man, is trying to clean things up. But Radiant are leaving the Dire base. Reed is just... He's here.
Reed Pudge.
Reed Budge.
Also there, I think you can kind of see what I mean, where they have a lot of healing. Like when you when you're playing Wyvern Pudge, like Birdside clicks to go lock it, and you E the person, and like it's an ungodly amount of healing Badger because Pudge's like max HP is so high.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you saw there, they almost killed him. He got healed up, and then he proceeded to blink in and hit an insane hook on Dog. Reed is really good at Pudge. Reed is really good at Pudge as well. Overall, really nice plays by Radiant. Yep.
I think, again, Pudge was banned game 1, right? Surely.
I think so. I think this time they banned Vengeful Spirit instead. I think is how it played out.
Because, again, a number of the heroes that were banned game 1 obviously were available. Because, again, SK, IO, and Venge were all not banned game 1, obviously. They were banned first phase of the bans this game, so... sometimes Xena gets through, but sometimes also Pudge gets through. Oh, what a lucky shard. This dude, look at Knives in My Coffee. Greedy build says, you know what? I don't need Force Staff. I don't need shard. I'll just be a sniper with no mobility tools. I'll just get a free shard. He gets a free shard by the Boots of Burying into Maelstrom. Bottom lane, Pulverize against Snow. Tusk has been stunned as well by the rock throw from the Primal Beast. Tusk's already dead. At this point, it's time for Dire to crumble. They've lost their Kunkka, they've lost their Tusk, and they might even lose their Timbersaw. He'll pop the Aghanim Scepter barrier thing, trying to be tanky enough, but he's bashed again by Andy Bendy. He's numbered by Reed and brought down by Royal Andy. That is 3 more kills. And a tower kill bottom lane. They are crumbling on the Dire side.
I, in general, am not opposed to supports becoming cores, but I don't think this is the game for it. But, yeah. Not sure if Knives buying more like supportive items is would make the game like a win or something, but it would definitely help. Notably, I think Solar Crest would be really good to put on your Lina. Or even your Kunkka. Yeah.
You know what item I would like for Sniper? Force staffs. They could really use an extra force staff this game.
I mean, Badger, honestly, they could use like all of the, like they could use like kind of all the, aura items.
I mean, Force, Peace, Solar Crest, any of those items would be good. Yeah.
Kunkka is rather poor, and like he's gonna finish pipe now, but he like that's all they're gonna have. They're not gonna have a Greaves, not gonna have like, any Pavisas, any Solar Crests, any Glimmers. Yeah, they do have drum boots as well. Also no Shivas. I really think Timbersaw should have gone to Shivas. They just heal a lot on Radiant. If you don't instantly burst the Primal Beast or the Pudge, they're gonna heal like they're gonna heal like their full HP in the Wyverny.
Well, I missed that kill, but apparently it didn't take too long. Reed chopped on down the Knives in My Coffee Sniper. Now, we're looking at a Primal Beast going in for Logical to Pulverize. Laguna Boat come out from the Dire side. Big KB from Primal Beast lines up further forward. Logical has the force half by the Hurricane Pike. He's still diving. Gleipnir keeps him in place now. The Dire team back up, but in comes Andy Benny bashing Tusk. Tusk will punch him up, but it's chaos in the tier 2 tower. Sniper buys back. Dire are collapsing, but they're still surviving. At this point, it's a low Willow, it's a low Ursa. Ursa is Earth shocking with the Aghanim shard.
Oh,
He's taking a
gets
shard.
Pudge.
He'll eat the Ursa, then blink away on Pudge. No hook! But his time misses. Onslaught and some Breezy R to the high ground. Never mind to the low ground as Ursa pops out again looking for Logical. Big beat from Ursa. He's still hunting. Punch up from Six Dog, but again, it's Reed. But it's Member on Lena. They find the Lena, but a force staff keeps him alive. The curse from Fox. What a huge curse. The bash. They bring down Lena. They bring down Six Dog. Double kill for Rocky 2 Demon Dog, Andy Bendy. And then move the kill farmer. He's so tanky, but is he tanky enough? It appears to be no. There's just too much damage. That's a 4 for 0. And what a massive win for Royal Andy.
Sheesh. That was a pretty like hectic fight. It was looking like it was gonna like maybe turn even, but really good curse turns it into like a complete wash. Yeah.
Fox quietly has been the MVP of this team all season. It's actually crazy. It's actually insane how good Fox has been.
I think Fox has been performing really well. But I honestly think on this team everyone has had standout performances. Like, do you remember Keshi's Rubik?
Oh yeah,
like,
I do.
Like, Keshi's Rubik was so crazy. Keshi was popping off, like, ungodly hard. Reed's had plenty of great games himself, he's having a really great Pudge game. Like, maybe he didn't, like, start off super ahead, but got some really good hooks.
That's what I mean by quiet, though, because usually it's pretty obviously our 4 players, like, wow, they're popping off, they're owning. But Fox has, like, quietly been, like, the second or third best player basically every game all season.
Yeah, no, I mean, they've been performing really well.
You know, big plays some games, but it's really the little plays. It's like, wow, good play from Fox.
This game, though, I hope that they watch the cast back, that they should consider taking E level 2 or 3 more often. I think it's really OP, Badger. I think it would have made their lane bomb a lot better. No flame though, no flame. But I mean, it's a lot
of base heal nowadays. It's 65 per second.
Well, also Sniper is kind of a unique hero where he has like his shrapnels, right? Where all of his damage comes in this like super short window of them trying to like put you to 1 HP, and like Ursa was constantly at low HP, but they couldn't kill him because of shrapnel wasn't up. But he could just be at like full HP with the E. The E is really crazy strong.
Oh yeah.
And Sniper's damage is extremely front loaded, and if he doesn't kill you, you just heal to full slowly, or pretty fast, honestly. It's also just an extremely mana efficient spell at rank 1. It's only 50 mana.
It's only 50 mana though? Oh, wow.
Level 1, yeah. The mana cost goes up as you level it up.
Not that much, but
no.
50 level 1.
50 is it's really good, Badger. Here's the thing: if you go QE, you're basically like full mana all the time, because you have a 26-second cooldown, like really good trading spell, and then a 24-second cooldown. Really, if like when you come into level 3, you're still gonna have really good mana. Yeah, you can cast your spells a lot with it. It's really good. I think going QE on Wyvern is extremely underrated. I think more people should try it out. Yeah.
By the way, banner was left in the Roshan pit. Edith went to Andy Bendy, no surprise there, but there's just a banner in the Roshan pit. So eventually someone's gonna see that, I guess, but seems like Royal Andy are unaware of their lack of banner.
Who needs it, Badger?
I mean, need is a strong word,
Okay,
but
I think
I'm
it's
sure
gonna
they
be a team
want
fight
the
like
banner.
in the nearest future. So I'm gonna take a piss really quick, Badger. I'll be right back so I don't miss it.
Alright then, I guess I'll be here as there's a 2-man smoke from Knives in my coffee. It's just the Lena and the Sniper, the long-range duo, smoked on up right now. Currently, Royal Andy sit top lane, of course. They're doing a bit of a, I'm not gonna say slow siege, but not a very quick siege either. More like a medium speed siege. 4-man smoke from Royal Andy. They find Snow. Both the onslaught and the hook will be off the mark. Kunkka escapes. Blink punch from Six Dog. Ice shard as well. Big KB from Marizia into the pulverized. Tusk is in danger right now, and well, he's no longer in danger because he's simply dead. Nice pick off. This Tusk hero is a lot of save, a big part of the team fight mechanism for, I guess, we do in Visage now, and at this point, we can fish for more, and well, Andy Bendy's going on in! He bashes Kunkka, he'll missile blade further, Kunkka is still alive, but look at Reed! He goes for Logical instead. He wants the big fish. He wants the big kill. Terrorize on 2. Dust buys back. Kunkka to fall. Kunkka to buy back. Snowball will now stun Reed. They'll kill the Dark Willow on the north side, and they'll go for Andy Bendy. He will lose 1 life. But he will return now in a 4v5. Can he get out? He blinks away in time. What a beautiful blink time from Andy Bendy. And now Fox has been X-marked back to her death. She'll curse on due to allow the retreat. It's a relatively even trade, all things considered. Some buildings died, some buybacks are forced, but numerically and XP-wise, the dire side come out ahead.
Oh, I'm back, Badger. I see that they got the racks, but they died.
Yeah, only range racks, but again, the only subs died. Only the subs died. The cores got out.
Yeah,
And you got
I
two
mean,
buybacks.
it looks like they did double buyback though, which is pretty.
Yeah, Kunkka Dusk, Kunkka Dusk.
It makes the goal like Dire did gain a bit, but they did not gain quite as much as I would have maybe expected from a one fight. Owing largely to the 2 buybacks, I assume. Ooh, Andy is going for an Octarine. I wonder if he's gonna just make an axe after, or try to get the axe from the Roshan.
I like the idea. Ags Roche, that's on the top side only, right?
Yes.
That's gonna be hard to time that out though, because Roshan will be
Well, you don't need
alive.
it to spawn on the top side when it moves there. It switches to having it, I'm
The
pretty
thing
sure.
is,
So.
no matter what, you'll be waiting, because the latest Roshan can respawn this time is 43. You'll be waiting till at least 45 for Roshan then.
Yeah, but like they could just farm. They could go for like, I think it'd be fine if they wanted to.
I mean, he could just simply like also buy an axe afterward. Like he could just make an axe as well.
He could, he could.
They have other good ags to be given. Pudge. Wyvern and Dark Willow. Honestly, probably more so Wyvern because it's really good for having high mobility to like cast spells, and it's like good damage like later on just because of health burn.
Bottom lane, Andy Bendy is hunting, and so is his team. Pulverize hits Kunkka. Kunkka certainly will die, and the remainder of I guess we do in Visage now. We're getting out. Logical barely TPs away in time. Had he been caught there, that'd be a disaster. But it's still a rough loss. That's a dieback on Kunkka.
Just what I was waiting for.
Andy now buys out the Octarine. Ooh. I think there's a decent chance they attempt to go for. Oh, they only got the range. Oh, I think they might try to just go for the racks through mid. I think that's what Andy's wrong on the map. He wants his team to come to him. Because they have bot wave. They don't need the other wave.
I think he wants to jump for kills. I mean, we saw it last time, right? He jumped him prematurely before the creeps got there. Just go for kills. And it actually worked out very well, so he's going for it again. Logical is invis, by the way, hunting. LSA hits Yaks.
Oh no!
It's 100-0, bursted immediately. Now Andy Bendy wants the racks.
Oh!
He's very deep in space, though. Hook hits Timbersaw, Gleipnir on Ursa. At this point, nobody but the Willow is dead. Currently a 4v4, Laguna Blade on Andy Bendy. He still has 1 life to play with. And if he can get it off in time, I think they couldn't kill him. He still has the big KB, and now it's Timbersaw, who's very deep behind the Radiant lines. They're trying to kill him. The curse is there on too, and
nice
Logical
curse.
kills his teammates. At this point, it will still be a 4v4 fight because Kunkka has respawns. But again, we're fishing with the hooks, looking for the racks. The punch comes in from 6Dog. Breezy Arlo with the onslaught disrupts things. And Rage from there. Severa gets embraced by his Wyvern as low. Snowball hits. He's still enraging. Now gets Shard dismembered, saved by Reed. Hook, it's Lina! It's Lina! Why do you jump? They're building the Missile Blade! They want the Lina! They're going to kill the kill! No, there's no kill. There's no kill. Instead, Andy Bendy's being kited around heavily. The LSA, the Ursa Bear. Ursa will get brought down. A massive kill for the dire side. And now they're hunting for more. 6Dog. He's leaving. So is Camel Farmer. Breezy Arrow onslaught to the north side. TP away is canceled by Camel Farmer. And now Pudge will be left to die. That'll be 2 cores dead. Ursa and Pudge. And notably, neither of buyback.
Well, Badger, they still have like 3 forts. They have fort on tier 2, which will get refreshed after it dies, and then they have that. Oh no, they have 2 forts, but still.
I'm not saying
don't
it's
think
game,
that there's.
but this could be racks here. This could genuinely be.
No, it can't be
racks.
Rex.
Why not?
Because they have spells to nuke the wave, and they have 2 forts. So it's not gonna be Rex. Like it's not about like what Dire does. They just have 2 forts. Like this next wave comes into mid. Even if they were all here hitting it, the wave would get forwarded. The wave would die. Then you'd have to wait until this next wave comes in, right? Okay, then you get that tower. And then you just do it on the like. You see what I mean? There's just not enough time, Badger.
Yeah, I mean you're right, but yeah, you're playing 5v3.
It's not as hype. It's not as hype that they can't get anything off this really, except for maybe Roshan, control, which if it spawns, extremely early, then it could work out.
You just
That's
have
probably
to
the best
get
thing they can
something. I
get.
mean, anything really, literally
Yeah.
anything.
Well, it was they cut into the gold lead. It was up to like 19k, wasn't it? So it was like they cut into it. No,
That's true.
Right.
It has gone down a little bit, so.
I will say the most painful part of that was that Camel Farmer's on buyback, and Camel Farmer is arguably stronger than Logical just because he has the ability to do so much pure damage to Primal Beast
They
and
can
Timber
get more
as well.
kills here. If they can get more kills here, they see Breezyari's punched up the Terrorize and the Curse both hit everybody. Bit of a stack there, lockdown wise, though. Kunkka remains alive on half HP. In respawn the Radiant Cores. Missile Blade hits Lena. Lena's BKB is going to end quite soon. She's being hunted. She'll go Glint Blade Breezyar. Breezyar's brought to the Camel Farmer to trade is for Snow once again. Nizma
Camel
Coffee is
Farmer in
dead.
trouble.
Camel
Nope, he's fine.
is fine for the time being. Timber chaining away. LSA hits Ursa. But Lena's just so low, and she's just so
Oh,
detected.
no buyback on Dog.
So no buyback on Dog. Camel used his, but now 6 Dog. If he dies, will lose his. Yule's cancels TP. That will be a dead Tusk. So dieback on Tusk. No buyback on Lena. Roshan will not be alive. They're going to see the banner now. They now just see the banner. It's like, yeah, guys, free banner. Let's go high ground bottom lane.
Yes. Oh, I like that Dark Willow has an Aeon Disc keyed up, by the way. I think that's a good idea. I'm down for it. Oh, Breezy has overwhelming blink.
Of course.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that's the most efficient use of his net worth, but it's pretty Chad, so you know we'll give it to him. We'll let it slide.
He's tanky, I guess. He's very, very tanky, you know?
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, the hook! He actually got Kunkka there.
dude, Reed is so fucking disgusting. Reed Pudge is too good.
And luckily for the I guess we do in Visage now side, there actually wasn't much follow for that, but that was
Also, about
nutty.
to get the 25
Bash.
on Pudge.
Missile Blade. Oh no, the miscoordination. That could have been huge, but instead it was nothing. Camel tries to disrupt the siege. Range racks are half HP. And he
Go
goes
top.
in again, bashing Camel. He again bashes Camel. The Terrorize. That'll be a kill. Meanwhile, top lane, Breezyar Soul kills Nizma. Comes back to the bottom lane once again. Ursa is embraced by Fox, and Reed dismembers Alina. Alina's first to BKB and run away, but it's Snow, who's once again very low. Andy will finish the kill. And now at this point, Logical's forced to run. Snowball brings 6 Dog back, crushing a Lotus Snowball. Brings Andy close to 6 Dog. It's again a curse on 2. They're going for Lena. Lena's being gone on. Onslaught brings outside the ice shards. She's once again about the hook from Reed. Again, another hook. The Snowball saves. Lena is forced to run Fountain. LSA hits 2, but again a Pulverize. It's the Kunkka. Kunkka's dropping, and he'll barely stay alive. But again, Andy Redding's diving. Oh, Carbon Fountain, but a hook again. It's 6 Dog. He's kept alive. X mark on Reed. He's being tidal waved into the Dire Fountain. Another punch hits the Yax Dark Willow. Yax is running. Reed is running. But in comes Breezyar again, blinking forward. Everyone's just so low. Somehow knows I have another hook. It's the Kunkka. That's a dieback on Snow. There is no Kunkka in this team fight. And we fight 5v2. Despite the Fountain shenanigans. The dire side have crumbled. Logical looks for the angle. Radiant, no though. They pinged him out. It's throne time. Logical tries to Gleipnir. LSA going for Wyvern. Wyvern is no, not saved. Still dies. But it'll be vengeance time. There is no BKB for Lena. It is on cooldown. She's trying to live. The Snowball delays her death. 6 Dog is trying. What a Terrorize on 2 from the
great
Axe.
ulti.
Who result in a double kill once
was a
again.
really good ulti,
It's
Micro.
buyback time from Lena and Tusk. Once again, we fight as 3. Now 3v4. Dire the 3, Radiant the 4. And the 4 will retreat. All the buybacks have been forced. There have been 2 rack siege, both
Roshan is
middle
still
and bottom
available
lane.
too. That push was without Roshan, which they might be waiting for it to move top and give him mags, or they could just get a refresher shard and a cheese and be off to the races.
I mean, no matter what, it's looking pretty good.
Look at Andy.
for
Look at how
Royal
much
Andy.
he's getting healed, bro.
The answer's a lot. I'm not
Oh,
quite
Andy-
sure.
Andy now has nullifier, sells his boots. This is gonna be especially painful for Timbersaw. Gonna um destroy the Yules, destroy the reactive armor. See any other notable item pickups?
I'm looking around right now. I think we've mostly covered them so far.
I
They're
mean,
on the
they just have
screen
a
for the
lot of
viewers,
they have a
but-
lot of unspent gold on Radiant. How much unspent gold do they have in total?
Something like 15,000. It's a lot. It's a
Let's
lot of
see.
unspent gold.
That's 9,500. That's 4,700. Yeah, it's like 18k unspent, Badger.
It's a lot of gold.
Yeah. Somewhere in that ballpark of unspent. So
Ooh.
we can basically just say it's like 20k unspent, which is
Look at Lena.
actually a
look,
lot of their advantage, Badger.
Look at Lena. Look at what Lena's doing. This is some psycho behavior. It might not pay off at all. Dismember on Lena. 100 to 0. That is a dieback from Logical Dota 2. He tried for the winning play, but instead, he has most likely brought his defeat even sooner. Onslaught forward by Brizio. He's refreshing for another onslaught. And a pulverize the Kunkka, who is, I don't even know where he is. He's being weirdly manipulated because of the interaction there. LMAO from Reed as a result of that one, but Snow's still going to die. Barely hook plus pulverize, broke the interaction there, and now Sniper is being doled by Andy Bendy. It's a 5v3, and he bashes Timbersaw. Snowball saves for the time being, but again, it's vengeance time. They want vengeance for game one, and they're going to find it. Another hook finds the tusk. One more kill for Royal Andy. It's a 5v2. There are no G's in the chat, but this game is most certainly over. Both tier 4s go down. Another hook finds Timbersaw, and there's your GG. I guess we do Visage now. They have lost the game for the first time this season, and Royal Andy once again pull off the 1-1.
Woo! GG's to both teams. I think that was a really fun game to watch. Very fun back and forth game too. Nice to see from a team after they get kind of rolled in game one. Something that we could hopefully learn from ourselves, Badger. You know,
Me too.
man can dream.
We'll win next series. No worry, we'll win next series.
All right. I'll take your word for it, Badger.
We're doing better than last time we played. Remember, Jim?
That is true. We did start 0-10 last time.
We have like 4 wins, bro. We're doing way better.
You're right. You're right. My bad. We're like what, 4-6, 4-8?
I think we're 4-8, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, to be fair, we're
3-7. We're 3-7.
Okay, it's similar.
It's still 3 more wins than last time, though.
Yeah. We also had to play against dogs, so we're more effective. More realistically, we're 3-5. You know.
That's true. That's true.
That's
But
true.
again-
You know, only a team like Andy's team could take them
Yeah,
down.
clearly, Dogs team no longer invincible. They're still a very impressive 7-1, but with 7-1, it's just not 8-0. It's simply not.
Sorry, I was stretching.
I see that. Well, more I hear that, but I can understand that.
I was kind of slumped over for that cast.
I see.
I was just enjoying watching the game, Badger, and then I had to really stretch. All right.
Yeah, any words about the teams, the series, the lads? I don't know. Any like
You know what? Shout out to Rojo Fireflu, guys. All right, check out his stream. He's a good guy. He's a friend of mine. Yeah.
I was gonna ask you for your call out, shout outs, and words, but I guess those kind of
Oh.
are. Also, you
Yeah.
have some more shout outs,
No,
call
I
outs,
mean,
and words.
shout outs to all the players. I liked watching the series. It was a fun series. Hope everyone lads has a nice time. Yeah.
It's funny. I was trying
That's
to
about all.
segue, but you beat me to my own segue there. So well
Oh.
done, Jim. But
My bad, Badger.
no, I'm perfectly fine with that one. But congratulations to both teams on the game they won in this 1-1 draw. Thanks to Logicals. I guess we do a message now, and the Keshi-less Keshi Royal Andy team on their great game there. Thank you to the viewers for tuning on in particular, thanks to Sniper for the sub. Really appreciate that one, of course. If you want to cast your games, cast your tournaments, contact me at the usual spots. Twitter.com/Badger02 or Discord Badger Pablo. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. As always, thank you for watching, and have a great night.